Sandra Crathern, Inner Vision, Health and Wellbeing Tips for the week. This is the tool that changes lives, part 2. Last week I did a blog, which you know I'm not greatly in love with doing, and this week is my favourite, which is a vlog. So I'm just putting this on now to remind you of all the wonderful things about the tool that I have created called a Health Fountain tool. And I'm going to show you the elements, or speak to you about the elements that can dramatically improve your life. So this simple tool I created about 15 years ago. It's called a Health Fountain tool, and it's all about balance. You know, I mean, if you don't communicate effectively to people, or don't listen to yourself when your body's communicating to you, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a sense of spirit, if you don't look after your physical body well, if you don't improve your mental health and pay attention to how you are mentally, if you don't enjoy where you live, my place is a bit of a mess at the moment because I'm having some building done, so that's slightly affected at the moment. If you don't have really good time management skills or make time for yourself, if you don't have any money, if you don't have a career that you love, if you don't have a sense of spirit, if you don't have any fun, and if your relationships aren't great, all those things will affect your health. So what I do with this tool, and you can see it on my website, it's quite simple for people to look at, is work through these elements to look at balance. You know, when we fill ourselves full of the to-do list, we don't always make time to see what's our priority. And when you change one small area in your life, it has a massive knock-on effect to another area. So, for example, I paid attention to my physical body. And guess what it did? It made a massive difference to my relationship with my husband and also my career, which is what I do and love. So everything has a knock-on effect to everything else. So that is the tool. So any of those elements, if you pay attention to improving them, it will have a big difference to something else in your life. So what will you improve? What could you improve this week? One small tiny action. Could it be how you communicate with people? Could it be maybe have better boundaries? Find out more what your purpose is, something you could wake up for every day. Finding some sense of spirit, whether that's spirituality to some people, it's God or higher power or nature. Looking after your body, maybe you need to go to bed a bit earlier or drink more water or do some meditation or eat more clean food, less processed. Maybe your mental health you could pay attention to. You know, sometimes people wake up and they just feel flat and down. What could you do that would improve your mental health? It might be physical activity. It might be, again, mindfulness or meditation. Some people like to think of things that can, you know, like maybe read something that would help to stimulate your mind. You know, being with other people is very helpful. Your home. I mean, I know I've got to have a big clear up in a minute. That's absolutely a done deal. I don't do well in my environment if it's not clean and tidy. Making time for yourself. Is that something you could improve? Would you like to have more time for yourself? Making sure your time management skills are really good, because that can de-stress people beyond belief. You know, when people get anxious and they're charging about, slowing down and making time and having better time management. Finances, is there anything you could do, maybe not to earn more money, but sometimes, you know, are the things that we invest in or have for ourselves, are they always necessary? I've had to cut back on a few bits and pieces over the last few years, and that's been okay. Do you use your money wisely? Career, do you do something you love? Somebody asked me the other day, I was asking them about their work, and they said, oh, I hate my job. I said, I just would have to do a job I love. If you don't do a job you love, maybe look at aspects of it that you can enjoy, or change your work. Fun. I love having fun. Everybody loves to have fun, don't they? Improving just a small area will massively improve your well-being. And relationships, if you're not in a happy relationship, what could you do together to improve it? So that's my vlog for the week, part 2, Health Fountain tool and how to improve your well-being. It's all very easy to say it, but we have to do the action, don't we? 1 ounce of action is greater than 1 ton of theory. So I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to coming with some more health tips for you next week.